it's not started. Record is not started. I say, okay, it's started. So one thing is called parse tree or concrete syntax tree. So let's take this grammar. E derives E plus T or T derives T star M or M derives, let's say, ID. Now, if you give this one, A plus B star C. So what would be the parse tree? Parse tree is like this. E derives E plus T derives T star M, then E derives T derives M derives ID, T derives M derives ID, M derives ID. Okay, now this ID is nothing but A, this one is nothing but B, this one is nothing but C. So if you traverse the tree top to down, left to right, what do you get? ID A plus B star this. So you get this string. Am I right? Am I right or not? You get this. Am I right? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
So this is called, this thing is called parse tree or concrete syntax tree. But you can represent this parse tree more compact way. How? Just pass this A to here, then 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 pass this plus to here, then pass again this B to here, this B to here, this B to here, then finally pass this star to here, and pass this C to here, pass this C to here. Finally, you get very compact way of this parse tree, very compact way. So what would be the case? It would be like this: plus A star B C. So these two are actually equivalent. They are actually representing the same information. Do you agree with me or not? If you travel this tree from top to down, left to right, what do you get? A plus B star C. You get the same thing. Am I right?
But much faster. Yes, sir.
But it is more compact.
Yes, sir.
Big. This is the right side tree is big. It requires more space. On the other hand, left one is compact. It requires less space, and moreover, big tree traveling require more time. Smaller tree traveling require less time. So this kind of representation, the very compact way of representation is called abstract syntax tree. This is nothing but abstract syntax tree or AST. Okay, so this is the difference between parse tree or concrete syntax tree and the abstract syntax tree. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Now, if this grammar has been given, how can you convert any parse tree to abstract syntax tree? What would be the procedure? How can you convert this to this? I have already described the procedure. So whenever there is only one, whenever you derive to only one single, whenever on the right hand side there is only one variable or terminal, and you derive to only one single variable, then what you do, you just pass right hand side to the top level. Again, right hand side to the top level. So same thing is happening. Here A is derived to ID. There is only one single right hand side. So I'm passing whatever on the right hand side to the top level. Again, id is derived to m. On the right hand side, there is only one single variable or terminal. So that's why I'm passing whatever current value of the right hand side, I'm passing it to top level. This way I will continue. On the other hand, whenever there is a, just look at this level, when there are more than one, whenever there are more than one uh, variables or terminals on the right hand side, then what we are do, if it is a binary operator, the middle one, the middle, that means the operator is going to be the root or parent, and left side and right side will remain same. Did you get it? So this is the technique. Is it clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
So how can you draw the SDT? Simple. So let's call this one. Parts tree to AST conversion. So write down the grammar. E derives E plus T or T derives T star M or M derives I. So what would be the technique? Technique is very simple. So whenever right hand side there is only single value, you are passing that one. Just so m dot val is nothing but id dot l1. This one. Right hand side there are only one single variable or terminal. So t dot val is nothing but t dot val is nothing but m dot val. And here also single variable or terminal. So e dot val is nothing but t dot val. Now here there are more than one terminals or variables. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a node where middle part would be the star. So t dot val is nothing but make node middle part would be this star, left side would be the t dot val, and right side would be dot. So again, in this case, right side there are more than one variables. So e dot val nothing but mk node plus e dot val. So that's the case. So this is the abstract interest. Okay. Any idea? Any question?
Sir, an mknode function is the middle parameter will be
Is the middle parameter. Now, if you travel this on, see what happens. Just travel this parse tree. Then what is the parse tree? Parse tree is like this. E derives E plus T T. Okay, now travel this. Top to down, left to right. So first term, this ID is nothing but A. Now I get a reduction. M dot val is equal to ID dot lexical head. So M dot val would become A. Then M derives to M reduced to T. So M reduced to T. So T dot val equal to A. Continue. This is not reduction because I did not get the right side. Go back over here. So this is a reduction. E reduced to T reduced to E. T reduced to E. So E dot val becomes A. Then go back here. ID is B. Again, M dot val equal to B. E dot val equal to B. Then suddenly I get a star. It is not a reduction. Then ID is C. This is the reduction. M dot val equal to C. Then yes, this one is a reduction. T star M reduced to T. So what is the case? T dot val would become make node. So I'm going to make a node like this. In the middle, what would be there? In the middle, there would be what? In the middle, there would be star.
Okay.
What is the left side? Left side is T val, which is nothing but B. Right side is nothing but M val, which is C. Then go back. This is a reduction. So what is the ultimate E val? This one. E plus T reduced to E. So what is the node? The node will be like this. At the middle, there would be a plus. Then what would be the left of E val? What is this E val? This E val is nothing but A. What is this T? T is nothing but this T. So this one is pointing to. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
So you can also consider when make node is created, there is some sort of address generated. So here they are pointing this one to this address. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
So this is the case. Same thing is happening. This is the okay. Guys, any problem?
No, sir, I understood it. Just thinking of how to like.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If
So can you
there is a
show?
if there is
Can
a
you?
data structure conflict, if you think that sir, there's a conflict because here in one time you are storing an address, another time you are storing a actually value. So if you are confused with that one, then you can also write this. Okay. Then actually this would be like this. Instead of writing this way, you write this way. MK note, this one is null, then this one is actually ID dot lval, and this one is null. You can also write this if you want to avoid the complete actually implementation. Then it would be like this. This would be like this. This is my A. This is null. This is null. This is 100. The complete construction kind of like that. This one is actually null. This is B. This is null. This is A. This is C. This is null. This is 100. This is 200. This is 300. Ultimately, what would happen? We'll create a node 400. So this one is nothing but plus. This is pointing to here. This is pointing to here. This is nothing but star. This is pointing to here. This is pointing to here. And finally, this is pointing to. So this is the case. If you want to completely complement without any data structure conflict, then just make it this one. Just directly pass the id.lval to mval, create another node where left side is null, right side is null, the middle part is nothing but id.lval. Because it is a leaf node, that's a left and right children should be null. Is it clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
This is the complete implementation. If you just implement this one in a code, then it is automatically is going to generate the error structure history. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done. So this is done. So let's go to another abstract. Let's go to another SDT. How about this? Type checking.
Type checking.
Type checking, yes. Type checking SDT. Type checking. So it will be like this. He derives ID question or দুটোই দিলাম অনেকগুলোই করা যায় বাট মনে করেন just there are two operations. One is actually comparing equal, another is adding two numbers. So I can use type check. How can you type check? How can you type check? Tell me. When you check this one, left side should be integer, right side would be integer. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Let's assume this ID, just assume that ID type can be two. One is integer, another one is bool. ID type can be only two types, integer or bool. So when left side is integer, right side is integer, it is a valid equality, or left side is bool and right side is a bool, it is a valid equality. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Is there any other option? How
Sir,
about
see,
this? If the left side is bool and right side is integer, then it's error. It is error. Am I right?
yes, sir.
On the other hand, if right side is integer and left side is bool, then it is also a error. It is also error. Am I right? So these two are errors. This is a valid. This is valid. Am I right? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
How about this? When you can apply plus. Plus. The left side should be integer and right side should be also integer. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
If left side is bool and right side is integer, it is error. Am I right? Error.
Yes, sir.
How about this? The left side is integer and right side is bool. Again, these are error. And how about this? Bool plus bool. This is also error. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with me or not? All right. So, so how can you do? How can you do write the SDK? Tell me. Why don't you make it more complicated? Instead of giving ID equal to E. Let's take it as ID. So what will be the type check? How can I compare this? So this one is simple. M dot type is nothing but ID dot type. Here we are passing whatever is the type of the ID, we are passing that. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
This one is also simple. Here also we are passing whatever when we reduce M to T, whatever the type of M, we are passing it to T. So it is simple. Now, how about this? This one is also simple. Whatever the type of t we are passing to e. So e dot type is nothing but t dot type. So this is pretty simple. How about this? How can you check this? How can you check this? So just for your simplicity, you can consider this one is T1 and this one is T2. How can you do that? How can you write this? What would be the SDT for this type chip? Whenever T and M both are integer, that time T is integer type, that is the only the valid. Otherwise, it would be an error. So how can you write that? If T2 dot type equal to M dot type and T2 dot type equal to integer, then what? Then T1 dot type equal to integer. We are assigning at this integer. Else T1 dot type equal to, let's say, error. Is it clear to you guys? বুঝতে পেরেছেন এই লাইনটা?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or if you understand, then what would be the second one? How can you write, describe the second one? Second one, this one. ID equal to E.
ID dot
can be,
type.
huh?
If ID dot type
If ID dot type
equals
Then?
equals
equals
E dot type
E dot type
and
that and
ID dot type
ID dot type
equal equal
equal
and এর কি দরকার আছে?
and না দিলে হবে কিভাবে? কানেক্ট করবেন কিভাবে?
and int. ID dot type equals to int.
int
পরে এটাকে ক্লোজ করি।
কিন্তু যদি ভুল হয় তাহলে তো কারেক্ট।
ও ভুল হলেও কারেক্ট।
ভুল হলো কারেক্ট না? ভুলের সাথে
ও
ভুল
আচ্ছা সরি
compare
ভুলও
করতে
তো অ্যাড
পারি না।
করেছি। ভুলও তো
ভুলের
অ্যাড
সাথে
করেছি।
comparison তো ভুলেও হয় কারণ
sorry
let me tell you, comparison is happening between double equal, not equal, smaller than, greater than. That can be compared against Boolean expression as well, right?
Yes sir
So-
sorry sir
So
or
or
স্যার id dot type
equals bool
ID of type equal to bool,
Hmm.
then actually we are returning what? Return what? What would be the return type?
the node
Sir,
make node right
No, there is
Right,
no
so
make node.
ID
We are just
type-
trying to find out this one. Just consider this one as E1, this one as E2. So this one is E2. This one is E2. Yes. Now, what would be the type for E1? If both are same,
boolean
Boolean. Good. So both would be, the type would be Boolean. Else,
Error.
That's it. So this is the case. So this is the type checking. Small type checking we can do.
sir I have a
Of
question.
course.
এখানে তো পসিবিলিটিজ id এর জন্য দুইটাই, either int or bool, right?
হ্যাঁ, এই
So
ID টা
যদি
কারণ
আমরা
এই যে
if
এখানে
id
define
dot
করে
type
দিয়েছি।
equals to
ID dot type আমরা just দুইটার মধ্যে
so
সীমাবদ্ধ
id
রেখেছি।
dot
ID dot
right,
type
so
equal
id dot type equals to যদি e2 dot type হয় তাহলেই তো it's valid, right? So আমাদের মানে
যদি দুইটাই এরর হয়, আগে থেকে যদি দুটো এরর হয়ে থাকে, সেই ক্ষেত্রে তো আপনাকে এটা ডিসকার্ড করতে হবে। It is a good question. Somehow if ID, for example, when you go to E, then this E somehow derives to error, and ID somehow derives to error. Then what happens? If E is derives to error and ID is somehow derives to error, then what happens? What you are going to do? Did you get it?
ওই এক্সট্রা কন্ডিশনটা না থাকলে ওইটাও অ্যাকসেপ্ট করবে।
তখন error equal to error তো accept হয়ে যাবে। error equal to error তো accept হয়ে যাবে। আপনি somehow ID টাইপে কেউ error দিয়ে দিল মনে করেন, কারণ
স্যার
integer
এরর
এবং
গুলো
boolean
কি
হচ্ছে-
আমরা ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি হ্যান্ডেল করব না?
আমার
নাকি
যদি
এগুলো
SJT তে একটা
forward?
সিঙ্গেল লাইনের মধ্যেই আমরা If in a single line, if I can handle the error, why I require extra?
Okay.
Why I require extra?
Okay, sir, got it.
No, make it clear. This. ID has two
না স্যার
permissible types.
বুঝেছি।
ID has two permissible type, integer and boolean. Somehow if ID becomes error beforehand, let's assume ID somehow becomes error. If you don't write ID type equal to integer or ID type equal to boolean, then what happened? Then error equal to error, you are also going to return bool. But it is not true. You need to return error because error cannot be compared with error. Is it clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the reason you also need to check id.type. At least one is integer or bool. Because if at least one is integer and bool, then whatever the right hand side, if it is error, definitely it is going to return error. So that's why one check is enough. Okay. So let's take an example. I'm going to show you an example. So let's assume something like this. Let's take this. Let's take, I want to conquer A double equal to B, where A equal to 4 and B equal to 5. Okay, guys?
Okay.
So what would be the parse tree? Parse tree is like this. E derives ID double equal E, then E derives T, T derives M derives ID. This one is nothing but A, this one is nothing but B, this value is nothing but 4, this one has nothing but value of 5. Now, what is this type? A type. A type is nothing but, it is nothing but 4, this is nothing but 5. Now, what is this ID dot T? This is nothing but integer. What is this one? This ID dot type is nothing but integer. Then ID derives to M. ID derives to M. So ID type become M types. M dot T is nothing but integer. Then M reduced to T. So M dot type is equal to T dot type. So M T is equal to integer. Finally, T reduced to E. The E dot T is nothing but integer. Finally, I come to here, this first product. So what is the case? ID dot type equal to E2 dot type. Yes, they are equal. Then ID dot type is integer. Yes, it is integer. Then what happened? Return bool. So E dot T is equal to bool. The actually boiled down to whole expression is like this. 4 double equal to 5. So what is the actually outcome of this line? Tell me. If you write this line in the C++ or C code, what is the outcome?
False.
False. So it is a bool. So it is correct. It's correct. Do you agree with me or not? False is a Boolean type. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now let's take this one. Let's take this. Let's assume like this. Let's assume like this. Let's say I'm A equal to error. I know that A term is, let's say something which is error, which A dot T is error. Somehow we know that A dot type is error. And B dot B is equal to 5. Now what happens? B is also error. Let's say like this. Now if you want to compare A equal to B, then what happens? What is the parse tree? Parse tree again is like this. E derives ID double equal E, E derives T, T derives M, this ID. This one type is nothing but error. This one type is nothing but error. The ME, M dot T is also error, T dot T is also error, E dot T is also error. Now what happened? This one is equal to this one. Am I right? That
Yes,
means
sir.
error is equal to error. But can you compare error with error? No. So you have to discard that one. So that's why if the left side is actually error, then actually definitely we are going to return error. So that's why we have the checking condition.
Okay,
Did you
sir.
get the point? So that's
Yes,
the
sir.
reason. That is the reason. All right.
Sir.
So let's do. Yes.
স্যার এখানটার মধ্যে যে কম্প্যারিজনটা করছি এটা তো বেসিক্যালি একটা স্ট্রিং, রাইট? ডট ইন্ট ইন্ট যে জিনিসটা কম্পেয়ার করতেছি।
আচ্ছা,
it might be a
নিচের দিকের গুলো আমি আরো লিখি নাই। এখানে আরো অনেক ব্যাপার আছে যে জাস্ট আইডি পরে যে স্যার আপনি যে একটা আইডি নিচ্ছেন সেটাতে যে 4 বসাচ্ছেন সেটা কিভাবে সে বুঝতে পারছে যে এটা ইন্টিজার অর বুলিয়ান, হাউ ক্যান ইট অ্যাকচুয়ালি আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড? দ্যাট ইজ এ ডিফারেন্ট ইস্যু। প্লিজ ডোন্ট গেটিং কনফিউজ উইথ দ্যাট ওয়ান।
আমি বলছি স্যার এখানটার মধ্যে যে ওই যে এটার এই অবজেক্টটার ডট টাইপ যেটা বলছেন ওই ভ্যালুটা একটা স্ট্রিং তো, রাইট?
এটা একটা স্ট্রিং। ইয়েস, ইট ইজ রাইট নাও স্ট্রিং এরর অর আইএনটি লাইক দিস।
তো দুটো স্ট্রিং কম্পেয়ার করে দেখছে,
দুটো স্ট্রিং কম্পেয়ার করে দেখছে তারা ইকুয়াল কিনা। বাট প্লিজ ডোন্ট গেটিং কনফিউজ যে স্যার হাউ ক্যান ইউ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড দিস 4 is actually integer? We did not do
না,
it
না,
here.
ওইটা
That is happening in machine level. That is different. Okay, that is different. How a becomes 4 and 4 is an integer. How machine understand that one? That is different issue. Don't getting confused with that one. So we have started our journey from here. Okay.
জি
We understand somehow that whatever value is assigned to the ID, we know the type of that one. Don't getting confused with that one. Okay.
ঠিক আছে।
All right. So this is the case. Now let's do another one. How about this? Let's try to generate binary numbers. How can you generate binary numbers using grammar? What is the grammar for this? How can you generate binary numbers using grammar? So what is binary number? 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So list of, nothing but list of 0 or 1. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And each of this 0 or 1 is called what? Each of this 0 or 1 is called what?
বিট।
Bit. So we can consider this. A binary number is nothing but list of bit. List of bit is nothing but list of bit followed by a bit.
বিট
And what is bit? Bit is nothing but 0 or 1. So this is the grammar by which you can generate these binary numbers. How this could be possible? So let's take this one. 0, 1, 1. So B, LB, then LB, B, this one becomes 1, then again LB, B, this become 1, again this one become, so I don't need more, it becomes, oh, sorry, can I have the combination? Bit like that. Thank you. So it becomes 0. So this is how we can generate this number. Am I right? So this is a perfect one. So this is actually the left recursive grammar. You can also write the right recursive one. So this BV configuration, so all this binary BN. So BN is nothing but list of bit. List of bit is nothing but bit or list of bit or bit. Bit is actually 0 or 1. So this is the right recursive. This is the left recursive. Now, using this grammar, if I want to say how many bits are there in a binary number, how can you do that? How can you write SDT? How can you write SDT? Write a grammar. Grammar is already given, let's say. Write a SDT to count number of bits in binary number. So let's take this grammar. So number, আমি একটু ইয়া করে লিখতেছি, list is nothing but list followed by bit or bit. Bit is 0 or 1. So what do you guys do? So when I get 1, that means I get 1 bit. So bit dot count equal to 1 here. If I get a 0, again I get 1 bit. So bit dot count equal to 1. Now it means B is reduced to L. So in that case, whatever the number of bits on the right hand side, that is actually bit of the left hand side. So L dot C equal to B dot C. Here there are 2 parts, 1 part and 2 parts. So what can you do? Tell me. So if you consider this one is L1, this one is L2. So L1 dot C is nothing but number of bits in the second list plus B dot C. And finally this one is simple. N dot C equal to L dot C. Did you get the point? So this is the SGT.
Sir.
Clear? Any
Sir.
query?
এল ডট সিটা কিভাবে এখানে মানে এল ডট সিটা কাউন্ট কিভাবে হচ্ছে?
এই যে ভাঙতে ভাঙতে let's take a string 0 1 1. So what is the parse tree for this? M dot L derives L dot B, then this derives L dot B, finally this one B. This one is nothing but 0, this one is nothing but 1, this one is nothing but 1. Now travel left to right. Logic, all about logic. So I get a 0. 0 reduced to B. So B dot C equal to 1. Then L dot C. So current now, what is my list? Nothing but single bit. So this one is 1. Now this one is not reduction. Let's go here. Here B dot C, that is single bit. So 1. Then finally go over here. Then it is actually this list consists of left hand side, there is a list, right hand side, there is a bit. So this one is nothing but number of bits on the left hand side plus number of bits on the right hand side. So see that this row, that is nothing but 2. So we are up to now this. So it is 2. It's correct, 2. Then you get here B dot C equal to 1. Then here you come back here. So that is, it is consists of 2 parts. On the left side there is a list, right side there is a list. It is nothing but addition of these 2. It is nothing but 3. So we cover up to all 3. Then you go to top level. This is nothing but 3. Did you get it?
Yes.
That is the catch. Logic. Whenever you are writing the SGT, it is like writing an algorithm. You logically define the problem and then write the SGT. Okay. Now it is a little more complicated problem. Convert a binary number to decimal value. How can you write a SGT for this? What is your catch? How can you write that? What would be the SGT for that? What is the, how can you convert any binary number to decimal number? What is the tactic?
বেসটা চেঞ্জ করতে হবে স্যার ইচ নাম্বার।
So
We raise
if
it
it
to
is
the power of
if it
2
is
and
given
then
like this 1101, so what is the equivalent? Decimal number.
2 to the power 1.
Consider this base is 2 to the power 0,
Zero
this one is
plus
2 to the power 1, 2 square, 2 cube. Therefore we add all those.
Yes.
It is actually 1, it is 0, it is 4, it is 8. It is nothing but 13. Right?
ইয়েস।
Is there any other simpler way? Is there any other simpler way? Let's assume I somehow know one one's equivalent decimal. What is one one's equivalent decimal? 3. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now if I put a 110 here, what is the equivalent decimal? It means right now the position is 0, 1. Now this one becomes 1, this one becomes 2. That means everything is shifted to the left. Then we add whatever value of it. Now when you shift the binary bits to the left, what is the effect? We multiply everything with 2. So I can at once say The equivalent is 2 star 3 plus 0 equal to 6. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
On the other hand, if we take this, we shift one bit, so this become 1, this one become 2, and if we add a 1, I can at once say it is nothing but 2 star 3 plus 1, which is nothing but 7. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
So it means very simple. The formula is like this. Formula is if I have a binary number, like this, let's say b0, b1, bn, which equivalent decimal is xd. Then if we write another new number like this, bn plus 1, bn b1, b2, that means shift this, shift left. Then if I add a new b, the decimal equivalent would be nothing but 2x plus b. So this is the formula. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to use this one. So let's take previous one. What is my grammar? Grammar is like this. Number is nothing but list. List is nothing but list or bit, or bit. Bit is nothing but 0 or 1. Now tell me, what would be the 0? When I get a 0, the decimal equivalent of binary 0 is nothing but what? 0. Do
0,
you agree
yeah.
with me?
Yes,
And
sir.
when I get a bit 1, the decimal equivalent of 1 is nothing but 1.
1.
Here, the bit is reduced to a list. And we know that what is the value, decimal equivalent of bit. So L dot val is nothing but B dot val. Okay?
Yes,
Because
sir.
this B is already derived by these two rows. This one is moja. So if I know some of the value of list, and if we just add on the right side another bit, then what would
Yes.
be this L1 dot val?
L1
L1 dot val is
now
nothing but 2 star
2 into
L2
L2
val
plus
plus B
plus
dot val.
B. Yes.
So this is the rule, and it is very simple. And dot val is 0. So using this formula, okay, using this formula we have, it is very simple.
Sir, so using SGTs and ASTs, it actually becomes very simple to implement your programming logic in your with your grammar, right?
It is logic. It is like an algorithm. It's an algorithm.
Okay, okay.
So I'm going to give you a homework. So without applying this, homework is like this. So B1, Bn minus 1, B1, B0. We know that it is decimal equal, if it is XD, XD is nothing but Bn 2 star and plus Bn minus 1, 2 star and minus 1, plus B1 star 2 plus B0, 2 to the power 0. Applying this, convert binary to decimal. So instead of applying this, apply this to convert binary to decimal. So you might require to change this grammar a little bit. Instead of left recursive, hint is like this. Hint is like this. Might use, instead of left recursive to left recursion, and use right recursion. That's it. So you can use this. Okay. So this is the hint. Might use instead of left recursion. Instead of left recursion, you can use right recursion. Then it might become very easy. And moreover, for position, for counting the position, that means initially I'm at 0 position, then 1 position. At the out of SJT, you might take something like this. Count is equal to 0. So initially count is 0. When you hit the first digit, you convert it using 2 to the power 0 star value of that bit, then you increase the value of the count. The next time you hit again, it becomes 1. So you go to here. You add the previous value with whatever the current value of the bit star 2 to the power the value of C. Okay. So that's the hint. Did you get the hint?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's the hint. You can try this by yourself. All right. এবার এটা দেখি করেন তো দেখি if you understand. Convert fractional binary number to decimal equivalent. So previously we don't have any fractional part. This time we have fractional part as well. So something like this, 110.011. How can you convert it to decimal? How can you convert this?
2 to the power minus. So
We already know this part. So how can you convert the fractional part? One way is very simple. So 0.011 position is 0, -1, -2. So it would be like this. 0 star 2 to the power -1 plus 1 star 2 to the power -2 plus 1 star 2 to the power -3. It is nothing but 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8, which is nothing but 8 by 3. This is the answer. Is there any other one? Ammo, lecture দিচ্ছে. My daughter is observing very closely what his father is doing. Okay, tell me, is there any other way? Guys,
রাইট শিফট করে স্যার
good, very good. হচ্ছে
Very good.
রাইট শিফট করব, তাহলে 0.011 কে যদি একবার রাইট শিফট করি তাহলে আমি পাবো 0.111 একবার যদি রাইট শিফট করি, আরেকবার যদি রাইট শিফট করি তাহলে পাবো 0.1. তারপর যদি ফাইনালি যদি আরেকবার রাইট শিফট করি তাহলে আমি পাবো একটা সংখ্যা উইদাউট এনি ফ্র্যাকশন, উইদাউট decimal point,
Yes, sir.
right? Then it becomes same like this. Then I can convert this one like the same algorithm and actually I can find the value. But is that enough? When you move right shift, then what happens?
রাইট
At the
শিফট করলে
same-
আরো ছোট হয়ে যাওয়ার কথা
At
আছে
the, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Now
আপনি
yeah,
তো
right
লেফট
shift
শিফট
is
করেছেন
decimal.
না স্যার
you're oh, you are not right shift in the decimal point.
বুঝতে
not-
পারিনি স্যার
Not right shift in the
You're
decimal
right shift
point.
in the bits.
Oh, then it is left shift. Yes, then it is left shift. Left shift. Left shift. Left shift. Yes, then it is a left shift. Then what happens? Now see, if you have a number like this, 1.11.1, if you left shift, you get 111. Are they equal?
না অবভিয়াসলি না
What is the if it is x and if it is y, what is the relation between these two? How can you make these two equal?
ওই যে স্যার 2x প্লাস 1
So it is like this: 2 star x equal to y. So it is nothing but x is nothing but y by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you left shift 2 bits, then what is the case? 2 star 2 star x equal to y. So x is nothing but y 2 to the power square. Now, if we can get rid from this decimal point, how many left shift you have to do? How many left shift you have to do?
কোনটার জন্য?
If you want to get rid from this decimal point, if you want to make the fractional part to pure integer,
Three left
then how many? 3 left shift. Then how can you get this number?
The length of things
Number
after.
of bits. So number of bits in fractional part. Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Is equal to number of left shift. Then what happened? How can you convert this? So this is nothing but, if we consider this one is x1 plus, without this point, if its equivalent is x2 divided by 2 to the power number of bits in x2. So this is the formula.
কি
Do you
বললেন
agree with
স্যার?
me?
বুঝিনি। কম্পাইলার ক্লাসটা এত তাড়াতাড়ি শেষ হয়ে গেল স্যার।
110.00011. Look carefully. 110.011. So what is this? 110 plus 0.011.
হুম,
Right? Any problem?
নো।
So what
No,
is the decimal equivalent of this? Decimal equivalent of this plus decimal equivalent of this. Any query?
না।
Okay.
No, sir.
Now this one is very simple. We have already seen the SDT.
হুম,
Now 0.011. If we left shift once, then what would be the number? 0.11.
হুম,
Right? If we left shift again, what would be the number?
1
1. If we left shift again, what would be the number? 0.11. Now, is there any decimal point here?
নো।
Fractional point here? No. So it becomes purely integer. Am I right?
হুম,
So you can convert this one easily using the previous SDT to a equivalent decimal number. Because it
Okay.
does not have any point. The way you can convert this, you can convert also this.
আমি ফর্মুলাটা বুঝতে পারিনি স্যার। ওটা আরেকবার
ফর্মুলা বোঝার দরকার নেই, এখানে তো ডেসিমাল পয়েন্ট নাই, তাহলে এটাকে তো আমি ইজিলি কনভার্ট টু দা
হুম,
decimal equivalent using the previous SDT. Am I right?
হুম, হুম,
So, but it is not equal to this. Are they
Right.
equal?
না,
If you consider this one is y, this one is y dash, are they equal?
না স্যার।
So what is the relation between y and y dash? Y equal to nothing but y dash divided by 2 to the power number of bits. এখানে হচ্ছে গিয়ে, that means y dash divided by 2q.
ও রাইট,
Do you agree
বেস
with
টু
me?
রাইট রাইট রাইট।
Good. Now, if you know the decimal equivalent of this, it is x, let's say, and you know the decimal equivalent of this is y dash. That means you have to find y. So how can you find y? Divided by 2 to the power 3. Simple. So this is the case. This is the formula.
বুঝতে পেরেছি স্যার। আমি
This is
আমি
the
একটু স্যার
formula.
একটু ক্ল্যারিফাই করি আমার এই ক্যাচ
Of course.
পয়েন্টটা।
Of course. Please go ahead.
তো এখানটার মধ্যে আমি যেটা মানে ক্লিয়ারলি বুঝতে পেরেছি, এখানটার মধ্যে যেহেতু এটা
Speak in
বাইনারি
English.
নাম্বার,
Speak in English.
alright, so since this is a binary number, the base is 2, so if we shift one digit to the left,
Left.
we have to divide by 2.
Divide by 2 because you increase the number. By
Right.
shifting to the left, you get whatever the previous number is 2x. It's 2x.
Right.
If you shift more, you will get 2x into 2x. That means 4x. If you shift 3, you get 2x, 2x, 2x. That means 8x.
Right, and this
Now,
is
I don't have anything by which I can convert the decimal, the fractional part to the decimal equivalent. But if I shift the number, then what happens? Eventually, I can get rid from the fraction, the fractional point. If I can get rid from the fractional point, then actually what happens? I can use my previous algorithm to convert the integer binary numbers to equivalent decimal. But as I left shift, I have increased the number. That's why I compensate by division.
Mhm.
So that is the catch. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So one
So
thing,
how can
one thing I want to say, sir, just to
Mhm.
add to help
Yes, yes.
others to understand. So
Yes.
I think binary numbers is difficult for us to understand because we are used to decimal point, right?
Yes, 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 yes,
So
yes, yes.
take it simply by thinking of a decimal number, for example, 100 or
Mhm.
99. If we
Mhm.
divide it by 10, because the base is 10, we left
Yes,
shift
yes, yes,
the
yes,
integer one.
yes, yes, yes. If you are very familiar with that one, that is fine. Don't worry. So whenever we left shift, actually the number is actually base times the previous number. When we right shift, the number is nothing but original number divided by base. That's it. Yes. So how can I write the SGT? The SGT will be like this. So I have to also count number of bits, and also I need to count. I have to do the conversion. So number is like this. My number is right now like this: L1, L2, L derives list by bit or bit. Please don't getting confused this 1 by 2 with 1 by 2. So they are nothing but representing the position, nothing else. Here this L and this L is same. This L and this L is same. But for denoting the position, I have given some numbers, 1 and 2. So this one is easy. So we also need to count the number of bits. So b dot val equal to 0, b dot c equal to 1, b dot val here is 1, b dot c equal to 1. Now here L1 dot val is equal to b dot val, and L1 dot c equal to b dot c. Here L1 dot val is equal to 2 star L2 dot val plus b dot val, and L1 dot c is nothing but L2 dot c plus b dot c. All right, now the last one, n dot v is nothing but L1 dot val plus L2 dot val divided by pow 2 comma L2 dot c. That's it. So this is the SGT. Okay. Any query, guys?
কাউন্টটাও অ্যাড করতে হবে, রাইট? এনে
Kunta?
কাউন্ট
Which one? The count. You have to divide. You have to divide power 2 to the power L2 dot c. Count. Whatever the number of bits in L2, you raise it 2 to the power that one, and you divide the value of L2 with that one. So that's it. So this is the SGT. Now the last topic of the today, then I'm going to finish the syllabus. So what are this called? L1 dot V, L1 dot C. What are those called? This V and C are called, what are they called? Attributes. So they actually denoting something of the variable, something, some aspect of the variable. They are called attributes. So attributes are of two types. One is called synthesized attribute. Another one is called inherited attribute. One is called synthesized attribute. Another one is called inherited attribute. So what is synthesized attribute? Synthesized attribute means parents' attribute depends on only children's attributes. And what is inherited attribute?
Children's attribute depends on parents.
Yes. Attribute, children attribute, not say children. A variable's attribute attribute depends on its parent and sibling. So synthesis attribute means parents attribute depends on only children's attributes. Inherited attribute means a variable's attribute depends on its parents and siblings. So let's give you a grammar. So like this, let's say S derives ABC. S derives ABC. Then if you draw a parse tree, what you get, it would be like this. S derives A, B, C. So what is the parent? What is the parent? If you convert this one as a tree, you will get this. So what is the parent?
Yes,
S is the parent. What are the children's?
ABC.
ABC is the children. So S synthesize is a function of A attribute, B attribute, C attribute. So this is the definition of synthesis attribute. Okay? And what is the definition of inherited? B's attribute, B inherited, let's take B, is a function of S attribute, A attribute, and C attribute. So this is the definition of inherited attribute. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Is it clear, guys? আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে আর পড়াবো না আর পড়ায় লাভ নেই let's stop here today একটু পড়ানোর ইচ্ছা ছিল S attributed and L attributed but forget about it.
Sir,
So this is the end of syllabus. Yes.
sir,
Yes.
it's a request. Can you show a demo in C of how this works?
Which one?
Basically trees, the SGTs.
Which trees are you talking about?
An example, any example, like 2 plus 2 using an SGT in code. Can you show an example?
Oh, you want to see this one? The conversion.
No, 2
conversion
plus 2.
one.
2 plus 2, anything. Very simple. Just an SGT implementation in code. That's it. That's what
I
I
have already shown that one. I have already shown that one. I
Oh.
posted the code, right? Lex and Yak code is already posted on Piazza.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay.
Lex and Yak code is already posted on Piazza. See, very simple. E derives E plus T. So what is our SGT? E dot val is nothing but E dot val plus T dot val. So in our code, this one is nothing but double
Dollar.
This one is $1. This
One
one is
plus
nothing but
dollar.
$3 position.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. Same thing.
Okay.
Okay, let's take the attendance and best of the luck for the exam.
Okay. Sir.
The courses are already posted, right?
Yes, sir. Found it.
Courses are
Found it.
already posted. Yes. Okay, guys, best of luck. I really enjoyed taking class with you guys. Thank you very much.
Likewise, sir.
appreciate-
Enjoyed doing the class.
Okay,
So thank
Let's
you very
take that.
much.
let's take the attendance.
So our exam is in Monday, right?
Yes, 28 most probably, right? On the green book time.
Yes.
এর এক্সাম কি ওই সেম ফরম্যাটে হচ্ছে?
Same formatting. G.
So I think you can turn off the recording.